Hi, this is Courage and welcome to Trading with Tan. So I recently received this certificate that shows that I officially passed my evaluation process and I'm now a funded trader. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I did and how you can pass your evaluation process and also get your funded account in less than 30 days. Make sure you watch the full video because towards the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my free strategies that I used to pass the challenge. But you need to watch this because you need to implement these strategies with another tips that I'm gonna be sharing with you in this video. So let's get started. So this video is sponsored by Glownote. Glownote is a prop firm which allows you to trade their money on their behalf and then you split the profits. All you need to do is to pass their evaluation process with 8% profit and also not surpassing the 10% drawdown. The good thing about Glownote is it's one of the cheapest since you only need $50 to get started, and also you don't have time limits. That means you can trade for as much as you want before you pass the challenge. So check out Glownote with the link in the description below. So to pass the evaluation process of any platform, you need to first understand how much money in that account is actually yours to trade. So what happens is prop firms will tell you that we are going to give you a $100,000 account or a $10,000 account. But if you go into their rules, you're going to find out that there is some rules that you need to follow. For example, you cannot lose more than 10% of your account. So with that rule, you need to understand that if you have a $10,000 account, what's yours to trade in that account is only $1,000 because you have a 10% drawdown. So if you lose more than $1,000, you violate their rules and you lose that account. The first step is to understand how much money is actually yours to trade. So you need to first, when you get that account, you need to calculate, okay, 10% drawdown, which means if you have $10,000 account, you only trade with $1,000. And from that $1,000, that's what you want to make 80% of that, which is 8% of the total account. So if you see this, if you have a $10,000 account, you need to make a profit of $800 and you need to maintain the drawdown of $1,000. So you're actually trying to almost double that $1,000. That's what you want to do with your account. So from that $1,000, that's where you now start to do your risk management. You know that you want to double this $1,000. So what do? What I do actually is I divide that $1,000 by 20. And then once I divide that by 20, I know that each trade is I'm gonna be risking $50 per trade. If you wanna be aggressive, if you wanna pass fast, you can divide this by 10. You have to understand this. Trading a funded account and passing this challenge is almost as risky as trading your own account. But now the difference is, instead of doubling your $100 account, you are now trying to double a $1,000 account. So you can place big trades. That's the advantage of a prop firm. So once I divide that $1,000 by 10, I'm gonna know that each and every trade is gonna be $100 per trade. And also I have only 10 chances for me to pass the challenge. If I lose 10 trades in a row, I will have lost the challenge. But from my experience, if you do the things that I'm about to show you, there's less chances of you losing 10 trades in a row. So from those 10 trades that I'm gonna place, I'm gonna be risking $100 to make $250 to $350. So it's 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio that I'm always going with, right? Step number 2 is finding the setups that you are going to be using in that challenge. This is very important. I spend a week, 2 or even 3 weeks doing this without placing my first trade. So don't just buy the account and just go and trade right away. You need to sit down and you need to do some testing and you need to know exactly what are you going to be doing with that account. Which type of trades are you going to be placing? Which strategy are you going to be using? And how are you going to place those trades? So just as a rule, your setups needs 4 things. Number 1, you need to know the conditions of the strategy. Number 2, you need to know the entry rules of the strategy. You need to know where the stop losses are going to be and you need to know where the take profits are going to be. These 4 things are going to help you very, very much when you are placing a trade. If you want to get a full detailed video of how to use the CEST formula, I'm going to leave the video above on the screen so that you can just go there and watch that video of how to find these types of setups. Once you get this, once you know your setups, you know these 4 things, the next thing is back testing your setups in the previous market, right? So there's one big thing that people don't know about back testing. When you are back testing a strategy, it's not only about knowing the win rate of the strategy, it's also about being able to see these setups as fast as possible. Because if you start seeing these setups in the market for like 50 or 100 times, the next time you see it on a live market, it's gonna be easier for you to identify it and place your trades real fast. Also, you're going to know what is the best risk to reward ratio for that setups, right? So you need to backtest your setups, and you need to take time, sit down and write all these things down for a week or two, and then once you really know your setups, you know your high quality setups, you can now go ahead and start placing the trade. Which brings us to step number 3, which is implementing your plan, right? Oh, what is the plan right now? The plan is getting this account, taking 10% of this account, dividing that 10% by 10, and knowing that I'm gonna be risking $100 per trade to make $300. The number 2 step is to finding the perfect strategy that fits your trading rules, which is knowing your conditions, entry, stops, and targets, right? And the step number 3 now is just implementing this as it is. It's very tempting for you to just jump from that strategy to another strategy, and it's very tempting for you to just switch up and do something crazy. But if you really want to make money, you need to follow this strategy. Now, the one other thing that is very important is knowing that whenever you win a trade in a day, you just need to close your charts and go away. When you lose a trade, you go away, you close your charts and go away. You don't want to place 5, 6, 7 trades per day. You just want to place that one trade. If it wins, you go away. If it loses, you go away. And a very important point that I want you to know is your goal is not to pass the challenge. Your goal is to trade and not violate the rules or not blow this account. Because if you think about it, it doesn't have time limits, which means when you are trading, if you make money and if you don't pass the challenge and if you don't violate the rules, you can be trading that account for 5, 6, 7, 10 months, and you are learning and you are learning and you are learning. That means the next time that when you place that trade, or when you really dive in your strategy, you are going to pass. All you need to do is to make sure that you stay within the rules, you don't violate the account. So let's say you go all the way to up to your negative 6%, and you know that your account is now going down to almost blowing it. What you can do is you can reduce the risk so that you can have more time to recover, or you can just keep risking that same amount. And I guarantee you, if you really know your setups, and if you're placing 1 trade per day, it's very, very hard for you to lose 10 trades in a row from experience, right? So before you go, as a giveaway, I want to give you a free ebook that shows you 3 strategies that I used to pass my forex trading challenges. Leave the link in the description below so that you can really download the book and you can get your strategies for free. So go ahead and click the link, and I will see you in the next one.